They say life on the farm is hard but honest work. But in Common Ground World, we farm for a greater cause, saving the planet one soil patch at a time. Build an eco-friendly town, leveraging regenerative agriculture and recover valuable soil. Compete in weekly competitions to earn great prizes. Get rewarded for helping to support our ecosystem and your fellow farmers. Eager to learn more? Well, head on over to Gala Games and start playing now.
Good morning.
Good morning and happy Friday.
Happy
Morning,
Friday.
morning.
Welcome,
Wel-
everybody.
Welcome, everybody. Wild Moopsie, Riant.
Hey, Valkran. Hey, Walmupsi.
Hey.
Good.
Well, everybody, thanks for joining. This is our bi-weekly town hall. We've been doing this for over 2 years, and 2 years and 4 or 5 months now at this point. And we come in here to tell you guys what's going on, do release notes, talk about bug fixes, upcoming cool sales, challenges, all that good stuff. And we always say a little hi to all the people we see active in Discord and YouTube. Good morning, O-Town. Good morning, Dubstep, Bazinga. Saw a new
Interrupt.
player getting help from Dubstep. Jade, welcome. Apparently placed pretty well in the competition. And Gangbuster. Great to see all you guys. I'm not going to scroll the way back, but
And
hello.
this is a really important town hall.
Oh man, it is.
Yeah.
We started this whole thing of doing town halls 2 years ago when we turned off the Play Canvas version of the game's earnings. That was shortly after Mark joined, and we saw this. This isn't working out. We need to put this on pause, and we promised everybody we'd keep doing town halls until we turned daily challenges back on. Well, guess what's happening next week, guys? We're going live with it, so we'll talk about that today and
Yay.
other stuff. Yeah, it kind of stinks that Farmer Michelle isn't here. She had some family obligations, and she was really, really wanting to be here for this one in particular. So, Farmer Michelle, we miss you. We'll try to make you proud with our AMA. So, all right. Well, Mr. Riant has already shared in Discord. If you have questions and you want us to answer them live, like we're doing now, you could ask them in Discord. But if you think about them throughout the week, just send it in. There's a form. You can fill that out. We review it on Thursdays, the day before we do this. And we'll be getting to those. They're almost all about the daily challenges this week, which is exciting. Let's move on to headlines. Mr. Riant, what about event rewards?
So the rewards for the banana split competition were sent on Monday, so all's good.
Awesome.
And also, we will have, now that September's ending, the free storage NFT for all players who played the game throughout the month. If please, Paul, you could show the jam storages. Look at them. How do they
That's awesome.
look?
Cute.
Yeah. So if you played for at least 5 days, you'll get the common. If you played for 15 days, you get the uncommon. If you played at least for 25, you get the rare one. They are looking amazing, right?
Yeah, they're so cute.
Good.
And for next month, for October, so remember to play all through October. We have the blueberry storage one, as you can see here. They are looking amazing, really helpful for all your fruits needs for this blueberry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just a reminder on how to get them. The common one, log in and play for 10 days. Sorry, it was 10 days with at least one sale each day and a total of at least 25 sales throughout the month. For the uncommon one, you have to run a Common Ground World node for at least 6 hours per day for a minimum of 10 days throughout the month. And for the rare one, log in and play for 25 separate days and at least one trade per day and a total of at least 75 sales throughout the month.
That's really cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, we have these competitions, but you can still get NFTs even if you don't win the competition.
Absolutely, just by playing and making sales in any game mode.
That's awesome.
Man, that's great. Okay. Well, let's move on to what everybody's been wanting to hear. In addition to all the cool free storage, our daily challenges. I tell you what, guys, we are super proud of this feature, excited about it, looking forward to it. You have a lot of questions. I'm just going to walk through 8 screenshots real quick of how this works. I'm going to start with when you go to the events tab, you're going to see, now this is from our QA environment, you're going to see new events that have the little green theme to them rather than blue. And those will be your daily challenges. And you'll have one per 24-hour period. And I believe, Wild Moopsy, you said they're going to start at the exact same time that the regular competition does,
Yeah.
right?
And I think
Okay.
the first one will be coming up soon. I guess we'll talk
Nice.
about it later.
And then once you click on it, you click play. Of course, you create your town like normal. I skip that. And then here you are in your normal town view. You'll have on the right your daily challenge of the commodities that you've met. You'll be able to hover over the, in this case, honey, 0 out of 10. And basically, every time you make a trade, you contribute toward that goal. If you go into your inventory, you're going to see a little green stripe for any of the NFTs that you have that are eligible for rewards. And so you'll place those in your town, just like back in the Play Canvas day. Whatever is placed in your town at the time that you claim your daily challenge, that's what you'll get paid your points for, which is pretty cool, right? All right. So when you click on it, you can see here, I haven't sold any honey yet. So even though I'm going to get 700 points, I still have to go sell honey to claim those points. And then once I've done that, then the little progress meter will fill up. Claim rewards unlocks. Now, if you forgot, like you own some of these rewards NFTs, but you forgot to put them in your town, when you click claim rewards, you will get a little warning like, whoa, partner, you didn't stick anything in your town, you sure? Or as a last step, this is really important for communication. If you're like, well, hold on, what's that 7-4 coming from? How did you arrive at that number? If you click on the little points, total points button, you'll get a list of every NFT that's in your inventory and whether or not, how many points it's worth and whether or not you placed it. And this will also tell you if you borrowed it from your guild, how much it's worth, how many points you get, and how many points the owner of that NFT gets. So it's a split. So one of the reasons you could run guilds, you might want to buy a Townstar node V2 and run and organize a guild, is that if you put your rewards NFTs in your guild and people play with them, you passively get dirt and eventually soil, which is pretty cool. Okay, so if you go back and you click claim, it's like, awesome, you did it, you claimed, and you're done for the day. Go back and do our Common Ground World mode or practice or play in the full big competition if you want. And next time you return to the menu where the events are, you'll see daily challenge now is completed, that one. And on the far right, you can see there another one's coming up soon. And you're like, well, how did I do? I forgot. That was 3 hours ago. Life is so confusing. If you click on results, it'll show you the same screen here of what you actually claimed with. Now, this one isn't going to show you what you could have claimed with. It just shows you what you did claim with. So we trim that down to make it a little easier. And that persists for all eternity. If you trade those NFTs away or whatever, you come back, you'll still be able to see this. So it's a nice record. And that is a pretty simple, straightforward feature. I hope you guys love it. The first question we had was for Wild Moopsy. How hard is it going to be?
I don't think it's going to be too hard. I have a couple sample ones so that we can kind of see what you guys feel, how you guys feel about it, and then we'll make adjustments as we go along as well.
Okay. And the borrowed NFTs that I touched on, like, how does that work?
Yeah, so we're gonna do like a 80-20 split for now. Like, so if you borrowed a NFT from the guild, you should receive 80% of the town point value. Is it the top pound, the earnings value, and then the actual owner will get the 20%. This is
Cool.
something that we can adjust to. So give us your feedback on what you feel like it should be. But my ultimate goal is like in the future, like this is a value that you guys will be able to control, like in a guild feature somewhere.
Nice. So you'll be able to maybe set it in a slider or something in the
Yeah.
guild.
So per guild, they say like, okay, this is our split. We're gonna have like a 50-50 or 60-40 or whatever value they want.
That'll be fun. I know some
Yeah.
players wanted that.
Yeah, for sure.
There is a question on start time changing. 17 UTC. Well, we can set to whatever. Do you happen to know exactly what start time Wild Moopsy it'll be?
Yeah, it is. I think 17 UTC, which is the same
Yeah.
time the competitions will start.
10 a.m. PT.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, hot on the tails of this feature, we're going to release our redesign of the events page and some other stuff we're doing to make the game more approachable for new players. You guys will see that. I shared screenshots 3 or 4 AMAs ago. That will be fun. Okay. Big list of pre-filled out question forms. First one's for Wild Moopsy. I guess we already answered it. They asked, will the daily challenges occur in my time zone or in the US time zone? And so his answer was it'll start at the same time the competitions start. Next one. Oh, this one was actually a question for me. When are we going to add chat in the game for guilds? We're not going to do that. You guys already have Discord. I don't think you need another way to chat with people. You definitely want our dev work going elsewhere for sure. Please list, Riant, all planned usability. Whoa, that's quite an ask. I guess
Ooh.
what they're really saying is like, what are some things we can do with soil?
That's a really good question. Well, the tokenomics light paper is coming out pretty soon. I think the largest use for soil will be to spend it to upgrade NFTs when we have the upgradable NFTs feature out. So you will be able to spend soil to run through all 20 levels of NFTs to increase them, to make them better, and overall to help you in competitions.
Awesome. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff we're going to be able to do with that. So excited, and thank you for working so hard on that tokenomics plan. Wild Moopsy, here's a feature request or question. This player says, could you please put back the feature we had in the Play Canvas version where when a building finished completing, you still had to click on it to activate it. Currently in the game, the building completes building and then immediately starts doing its thing.
Yeah. Yeah, this is something we were discussing yesterday. Like, so this was like before my time, so I didn't know that this kind of feature existed. But I can see the reasoning behind it. I was talking to Michelle, and then she's talking about how it allows people to be able to pre-build stuff, but they don't want it to complete yet because they don't want to incur the salary.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely something I'll be looking into. Like, there's all these little quality of life things that I'd love to add to the game. So I'll add it to my list of potential things to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that idea of a flag,
Yeah.
auto-complete my buildings or not would. All right. Next one is for Riant. Are we going to see maybe in the near future, a husk rice stand?
That's really specific, and it's really interesting that you asked it because you might want to read fortunes. So yeah, probably yeah. The answer is yes.
Cool. Next one for Riant is: are there any plans to develop a freight pier express?
Well, now we have the Express Pier and the Express Depot, the Green Dragon Express. So it's something that we have considered to make new depots. So the answer is probably.
Yeah,
Cool.
probably.
Yeah, probably. Something we wanting to include in the game is a free depot, a depot that doesn't require gas to run, but in it also grants you fewer stars and less cash for it.
Yeah.
This is to invite players that don't know how to make gas, which is because it's extremely complicated, to still play in events. They get less rewards, but they don't get blocked by not having more gas,
Yeah.
right?
Great idea. That'll be very helpful.
Yeah.
How about any new NFTs? Will we release any that have these play to earn points?
The idea is that yes, we will most likely sell new rewarding NFTs in the future. The way that we want to handle it is that the original soul rewarding NFTs are the S tier, like the best. I think grant the most amount of points for daily challenges, and the new ones will be more regular and grant less, and will allow new players to participate in the daily challenges feature.
Cool. All right. Here's a question about town points. They said tokens. How are town points determined by Vox rarity? And let me just add, before we answer this, out of the gates, we're not supporting Vox yet on claiming these daily challenges for points. Eventually we will, of course, that's our promise. But right now, it's only NFTs that you can place in your town right now. And right now, we don't give you the ability to place NFTs. So, Riant or Wild Moopsy, do either of you want to explain the Vox rarity relationship to town points?
I think this is probably something TBD.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
and
a
it
good
doesn't even matter
question.
right now, right?
I think
Yeah.
that we don't have for the skins yet, right? So
Yeah.
I
Okay.
the boxes. I mean,
So that's good
I think
to.
we'll add soon, though.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, next one. Wild Moopsy. Are we required to move our NFTs? Like, say, we already have one that gets town points. It's a rewards NFT. Do I have to move it to GalaChain to claim with it?
Yeah, I think this is no, if I'm correct, right? We were discussing this yesterday.
Yeah.
I just wanted to double check. Yeah, okay.
That's correct.
So any NFTs that are capable of giving the reward should be able to.
Yeah. So they can be on ETH if you're Noir Hero or whatever is on Ethereum. How long, Riant, before the dirt will be converted to soil?
Good question. So probably a few weeks. We need to guarantee the robustness of the daily challenges distribution. We don't want to mess up anything, and by distributing dirt first, we can, prevent issues or fix things where in a blockchain token we cannot, right? So it's going to be a few weeks until we make sure everything's correct, and then we migrate all of the dirt to soil on chain, on GalaChain.
It's going to be cool. All right. And are there any plans for soil to be tradable on any exchanges?
Yeah, it's going to be tradable on GalaSwap once we migrate all the dirt to soil.
Nice. All right. Well, there was a question we kind of addressed already. They said, what daily challenges are we talking about? Please give us examples. So I hope the earlier example gave you an example. We could make any, it's all trade based currently. We could make that it could be bicycles, milk, whatever, wheat, flour, and it could be any number too. So Wild Moopsy might say, hey, today's daily challenge is sell 1,000 wheat or 10,000 sugar, or just 5 bicycles. So let's see. That's a strange wording. Will we be able to claim from all of our rewards NFTs every day? Or I'll say they're asking, is there a meta to each daily? And does the NFTs that give rewards, does that change from challenge to challenge? It does not. They all earn the same points every challenge. You don't have to use them. The only rule is you have to be able to see it on your grid, take it from your NFT inventory, stick it in your town. And then you'll be able to see it in that list that's shared a screenshot
Yeah.
of earlier. Wild Moopsie. Will the competition and daily challenges, do I have to own these rewards NFTs, or can I play it and it'll be possible to click claim without buying or owning any of these rewarding NFTs?
Yeah, you can definitely claim with no NFTs, but you'll get the 0 ton points, and then the calculation of distribution, you're basically gonna get nothing. But yeah, you can feel free to play.
All right. It's been years. This one's for Reant. We addressed this already a little bit. It's been years since Gala sold any rewards NFTs. Will the new daily challenges be just for those original ones? Is there any reason for a player without those NFTs to complete daily challenges?
That's a great question. Well, yeah, indeed, a player who doesn't have um, a reward NFT cannot claim their distribution right. But we are indeed planning on releasing new rewarding NFTs, as I just mentioned. They will grant less town points compared to the original ones. And either way, new players can get the original rewarding NFTs in secondary markets like OpenSea, for instance. But we want to include new players in this feature in daily challenges. We don't want them to feel left out.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Wild Moopsie, will there be multiple levels? For example, the normal one, you get a certain amount of points, and then a harder one, you get a different factor of points. Anything like that?
Yeah, for now the short answer is no, since we're just releasing this. It's kind of bare bones at the moment, but this is definitely something that we can work on in the future, and then we'll have different, I guess, difficulty levels of daily challenges and things like that. So yeah, this is something I plan to work on.
All right. Let's see. How do you calculate? Oh, this one's for me. I shouldn't tag myself. How do you calculate daily rewards between all those NFTs? Okay, well, the amount of dirt or soil that goes out every night is fixed. That's set by Gala. And the way the points play into that, just picture a pie chart. If only one person plays in the daily challenges, they get all the dirt or soil. I'm just going to say soil. But if two people play and they both submit the exact same number of town points, because maybe they had the same NFTs, then they split it 50-50. And so on and so on. The more people that join and the more people that claim, the more slices there are in that pie. But the total number of soil that is sent out, that stays the same every night. So your slice is proportional to your point slice compared to every other player. And it is not 1-to-1. So back in the day, 1,000 town points meant 1,000 town coin, I think, for a while. It's not like that. All right, next one, Wild Moopsie. We used to have a feature where if you held 1 million crypto GalaCoin, you would get gas delivery like every 20 minutes or so. Will that be the case with soil? If not, can we add it, please?
Yeah, I saw this question. It's pretty interesting. It's definitely one of those features I think that is pretty cool. So I'll keep an eye on this and kind of think of a way to design this feature out again.
All right. And Riant, what about passive eggs? There's only one ancient golden egg.
Yeah, so we try to avoid making NFTs that grant passive crafts for tier 2 or higher, and egg is like a tier 3 craft. The ancient golden egg was a one-time promotional NFT, but if we want to open that door, I mean, be my guest.
All right. This one's not about daily challenges. It's about existing NFT. Hey, Wild Moopsie, when are you going to reduce the craft times of the Shrimp Farms NFTs by 50% versus in-game? Multiple question marks at the end of that one.
Yeah, I think for this one we did like a quick hot fix for it. So I think the issue it was that now that it had a worker in it, the craft wouldn't start until the worker got back, right? So we kind of changed it so that the moment it was done producing the shrimps, it would instantly start, even though the worker is out doing his thing. So I think we did some calculation. It is now faster or better, right? Because he is saving on space while functioning as like a normal chip farm with worker in it.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, if that's not working, if you don't see the building crafting while he's out doing his thing, let us know. That's the intended behavior. Oh, here's interesting. For Riant, can the weekly event reward distribution, the chart, can that be changed back to this player asks the original reward system? The one we have right now for the past year and a half is extremely top heavy.
Oh, that's a good question. So, with this distribution, we want to encourage the competitivity in this in our challenges. Oh, sorry. We want to encourage players to go for the number one position, to be creative, to do their best for the number one. That being said, including more rewards for the mid and bottom parts of the distribution is something we could consider, so we can welcome new players to try as well and not feel intimidated by these top positions.
All right. Next one, Wild Moopsy. A couple years ago by SageMaker, he was mentioned that a lumber storage would be designed that was smaller and it would hold 50 lumber. Is there any way you guys could do that?
Yeah, that's something we could do.
Nice. Okay. Here's a question about Easy Dough, Platinum Easy Dough specifically. This week I picked baguettes, but I realized that it takes 60 seconds. This is a long thing, but question about Platinum Easy Dough. Shouldn't we reduce the dough time or something?
Yeah, I think discussed this yesterday too. It's like the reason why it's not has more time is because you don't need butter, and that saves a ton of space and a ton of call this time, to make the dough. So ultimately, like the lack of the butter kind of makes up for the seconds that is being added to it. It's kind of like a balancing balance for this easy dough, platinum easy dough
Cool.
bakery. Yeah.
Alrighty. Oh, this one is just a pure compliment to Farmer Michelle and Wild Moopsy. This week's meta was fantastic. I enjoyed the fact that we were able to pick 3 different metas for the competition. We should do this once a month. Great job, team, for allowing us the choice to make our favorite town. That's fun.
Yay!
Yeah.
That's-
Good job, guys.
Gotta
Yeah.
thank Farmer Shell. This was kind of like her initiative, like that got it going. It's pretty fun.
Next question. I'm a newbie. How do I join this week's competition? Okay. Well, if you're listening, go launch the game, go to events, and click play. Pretty easy there. Let's see. I would like to know a little more about the Common Ground game mode. Do you intend to put rewards in there? And why do we not have automatic auto sell? Why don't we have that? I don't have answers to that. Maybe Riant or Wild Moopsy does. I don't.
Oh, well, yeah, our common ground mode is in a way our campaign mode, where your goal is to clear out all the spoiled soil, right? It's basically our non-competitive mode, where you are allowed to explore all ways to create and craft new content, to seize the regenerative agriculture and bring back that spoiled soil into usable soil. Now that automatic sales, maybe it's something we could consider to activate them in that mode.
All right. We also got a large short story about the Panner family. Thank you for sending that in. We definitely read over that. That was very, very cute. Last one is, I bought FarmBot parts in 2020 and I can't even assemble them yet. I have enough for at least one, but there's no communication about this anywhere. Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah, so that's crypto crafting, guys. And that once we do NFT upgrades, that's comes after that. So, yeah, somewhere on the roadmap, right, Riant? Yeah, so crypto crafting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we answered all the live questions in text. Let's move on to the meta.
All
What
right.
is coming up?
Yeah. So the next Monday competition, banana bread is happening. It's standard gala rewards, trade time 40 seconds and 1 gasoline, right, for selling. The biome on the south is desert and desert south, desert west, ocean north, ocean east. And there will be 3 rows of spoil soil to clear out. Row 1, 31,250, row 2, 37,500, and row 3, 250,000. We are boosting milk from 4,000 to 8,000 cash, butter for 20,000 to 50,000 cash, and banana bread for 34,900 to 15 for 3,000 sorry 3,490 to 15,000, and we are increasing the star boost from 6 of banana bread from 612 to 30,000. It's going to end on October 4th at 1 p.m. PT as usual. Banana bread takes 3 banana, 2 flour, 2 egg, 1 sugar, and 1 butter to make in the bakery, and it's stored in the storehouse. It takes 60 seconds to make, and it's not affected by anything. And yes, standard rewards, and good luck, everybody.
Awesome. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah,
Okay.
Next week, yeah, yogurt is going on. The yogurt competition on next Tuesday, October 8th.
Yeah, new craft.
New craft, yeah.
Nice. Is there anything cool that might be going up for sale today?
Absolutely. So the tiny bakery is coming on the store later today in a few hours. It's an epic 2x2 sized bakery. It's 1/4 of a tile. This charming tiny bakery crafts delightful baked goods in the smallest of spaces, thanks to its masterful baker who whips up treats and manages the oven at lightning speed. So it crafts the same things as a bakery. It's 30% faster to craft, uh, casts less shade than the in-game bakery, and costs and charges less wages than the in-game bakery. And its unit is faster than the in-game and the rare bakery. We're going to have 300 units of supply at 199.99 at 11 a.m. PT. That's in about 2 hours and a half.
Freaking cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everybody is ready to do this next week, and I hope you're excited about this. Check our store, man. How long till? A couple hours for a tiny bakery?
Yeah.
Nice.
Like an hour and a half.
It's a couple hours, I think.
Okay. Well, Wild Noopsie and Riant, thank you so much for joining me today. Farmer Michelle, sorry you couldn't be here.
Yeah.
That's been awesome.
Yeah.
If y'all are on the YouTubes, be sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when we do these. And have a wonderful weekend.
You too.
Yeah.
Thanks for hosting, Volcron,
weekend,
and showing all
everybody.
that.
Bye,
Good
guys.
weekend. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.